Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, yeah. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. The Daps and Pounds show. This is the Daps and Pounds show. Yeah, you know.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Hey, everybody. How are you doing? It's episode 20... What are we on? What's
28.
28. Episode 28 of the Daps and Pounds show. My name is Malky. To my right, we have...
Dobie.
We represent two mics.
Two friends.
And one show.
The
Daps and Pounds show. Ugh.
What's up?
Hey, guys. We're so happy that you guys joined us today for the Daps and Pounds show. We are blessing your Monday mornings, doing the best we possibly can, giving you that weekly rundown of music and pop culture. Guys, to reach out to us, the best thing you can do is go to Daps_Pounds on Twitter or Instagram. Find us there. Give us some love there. If you want to listen to the podcast or watch the podcast, all right, listen to the podcast on iTunes. Just put in the Daps and Pounds show. Will pop up. Rate. Can you rate us on iTunes or
Yes.
It's rating.
Yes.
Subscribe
and rate.
And then on YouTube, put in the Daps and Pounds show. Will pop up. Also, we're on Stitcher.
Yeah.
The same thing
Oh,
there.
I forgot to figure that out. So if you're listening, hopefully that went through.
Stitcher will be back up and running this week with this episode, hopefully.
Apparently 27 didn't upload, and then I completely forgot to look into that because I was out of town when I got that information.
No worries, guys. Listen, we do this because we love you, and we want you guys to enjoy. So you have tons of ways that you can watch the episodes, that you can listen to the episodes. Once again, I've had more people tell me that they listen to it at the gym when they're hanging out. So
nice.
That's an awesome thing. And you just, Dobie just told me 500.
Yeah, over 500 subscribers on iTunes
man.
Through iTunes and Stitcher and stuff. So,
Very cool.
That's very cool. I mean, it's one step at a time. I mean, anytime you do something like this, consistency is key, and so that's what we're trying to do. And hopefully, more and more listeners will come our way once. I feel like we got our format down.
Yeah, I think the format of the show is good. I think we're finding our groove, and I think that we're only going to get better. So we're happy that you guys tuned in to episode 28 of the Daps and Pounds show. We are going to move right along to a segment that we like to call Good, Bad, Bad. If this is your first time tuning in, then Good, Bad, Bad is when we tell you a little bit about ourselves, a little bit about our weeks. We always want to communicate with you. But I'll say, for me, that we're going through this thing in church where we don't want to complain, right? So
right.
I won't necessarily say like overall bad, but I'm just praying for the world right now, just praying for America right now, just praying for everything. Once again, I don't want to say bad as in a complaint, but I will just say that it's on everyone's minds. I don't think
it's complaining. I think it's frustration.
Yeah, and I'm not like a Twitter person. Like I typed and erased like 10 tweets yesterday because I was like...
I only retweeted that one tweet because I felt like that was actually a really good quote.
Yeah.
About that situation. Just because I was thinking about, can you imagine being somebody who actually saw horrific things done?
Yeah.
And this is happening in our country. That just made me so sad to think about it.
I looked at it like, college is a place that people come from like many different countries.
Oh yeah.
So what you're talking about is from the side of the people who fought, and then imagine being a person who like went to school there under the promise that what those people fought and died for was done.
Yeah.
But they see that on campus.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was just wild. I ended up retweeting some stuff, but I didn't like tweet my thoughts because
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I just wanted to like chill. But overall, man,
that's
just
maturity.
Praying for the world. And also, I feel like I reached out to some groups, some fraternity members of mine and stuff, like thinking of ways to do stuff. Like, I want to start doing more instead of like
tweeting.
I feel like my prayer matters more than my tweet. So when it comes to like political stuff and whatever, I try not to use too many Twitter fingers, but it's been a rough it's been a rough 6 months for my restraint. I'll tell you that. But
Oh yeah.
pray for me. God's not done with me. But yeah, man, I'll just say that was an overall bad. Good though is I won't say the name of the magazine on air, but I have been in contact with a St. Louis area magazine, and I'm gonna start writing some articles.
Yeah.
So it'll be good, man. I'm happy to just like kind of stretch my legs, get my name out there
For sure.
in that format, and do some more writing. I've been slacking on writing, so I'm gonna be doing some like test run stuff so that I can kind of learn how to write again, because
Okay.
it's different than just writing letters and stuff. So that's good for me. Overall, the week has been good. It's weird because, you know, the working for the weekend thing.
Right.
It's super hard not to get caught up in that, and this week at work was challenging, but at the same time, the weekends are so good. This is my sister's weekend. She's turning 30 today. So this whole weekend I was able to spend time with her.
Good.
So I'm just overall thankful. So yeah, things are good. That's my good, bad.
That's what's up. I guess I'll start out with bad too. On top of just all of the things going on in our country, just experienced some people I know personally going through like health stuff, which is never cool to hear about.
Yeah.
Life is fragile, so it just always sucks to hear, and you know that's the reality of things. But all you can do is kind of pray for them, pray for doctors and anybody involved. But just a sorrowful time in that regard. But good wise, we are approved on a loan for a house. Yeah, so
Wish I had a sound.
crazy. I know, right? We need one.
Drop clues
So
bombs.
we're gonna take a look at the house actually after the podcast for the second time. If we feel good about it again, then we're gonna put in an offer with a contingent on the inspection.
That's what's up.
So I'll be closer to you, so it'll be an easier drive.
Yeah, actually, that'll be simple. I might be able. Is it going to be the one that you told me about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would walk or something.
Yeah. So it's gonna be. I mean, it's not a walk. Would take a while. It would be a good little bike ride. I would say
Okay.
that.
Good little
Maybe bike ride.
Get my skateboard out and do some
Oh.
flips. Do some flips.
So yeah, that's pretty
and tricks.
crazy.
Hang on.
Honestly.
Say that you got pre-approved again.
Oh yeah, I got pre-approved. Y'all don't know. Got a brand new house. Really, not really, but we in the makings, baby. Work hard. Don't stop. Make sure you get the house inspected. Sometimes I sound like Aziz Ansari. Don't stop. Get the house inspected. He's got the way he says things.
Speaking of Aziz Ansari, I every night before I go to bed, I watch 2 episodes of The Office, and I finally have gone through it. This is the 4th time I'm all the way through.
Dude, you and Tanner could talk about The Office all day then, because Tanner
Love
watches
The
it
Office.
once a year.
That's, I didn't mean to do that, but that's what started to happen. And on the last episode, man, every time I'm like, sad. Man.
Do you think, and I don't know if we mentioned this before, but I truly think The Office will be looked at as
Seinfeld.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be our Seinfeld for sure. People thought I think that was going to be like Friends, but no.
It ain't like Friends.
It's hard for me to get into Friends, honestly. Don't send hate mail my way, because I know people go crazy over Friends.
Second one, we have Boy Meets World. That's what our Friends was. Corey and Topanga,
Boy Meets
real
World
ones.
was
Mr. Feeney, real one.
nothing like it. Nothing.
Real one. Another good went to the Bears training camp.
Yeah.
Met Connor Shaw, QB, most winning QB for South Carolina.
Yeah.
He had a 17-0 home record. The boy was a baller. So got to chat with him. He was injured, but my dad asked one of the training guys, he was like, hey, is Connor here? And he's like, yeah, he should be around here, and he's not suited up though. So he's like, okay, well, let me go look for him, and I'll let him know that you guys are here, because of course we're in Carolina gear, and my dad had a South Carolina football that was signed by Connor Shaw And so my dad just wanted a picture with him. So he didn't, honestly, he does not care about the Bears. He's more of a Falcons guy. But he just wanted to meet Connor Shaw. And the guy later came back, though, the trainer, and said, hey, stay right here. Connor's going to be out in 5 minutes. Sure enough, he came out, and nobody bothered us. Nobody knew who he was.
That's dope.
Because he was just in regular clothes. And so I told my dad, I said, if he was playing, this probably would have never happened. Because regardless of if they don't know who you are, if you're wearing the jersey that's a QB jersey, everybody's going to want, an autograph from you. Because you're in pads. You're a Bears football player. But they didn't know who he was, so it was really cool. We actually chatted for like 10 minutes.
Cool.
And then Saul Sherrick McManus, he graduated high school when we were freshmen at Richwoods. So he was a Richwoods alumni. Got the flag signed. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's back there, though. So that was pretty cool. Good. That was a good. And just in general, football season is approaching
It's
so
upon
fast.
us.
And I'm so excited for some.
It's upon us.
Bad, though. Get this. His name was Jalen Dickerson.
Okay.
We had our first scrimmage, and he was a freshman. He was a freshman, and apparently everybody, all the coaches were just thoroughly impressed with this kid, and he was probably going to actually start as a freshman. That tells you something. And, blew out his shoulder. Out for the entire season. Oh, my gosh. And our defense we're very thin on defense, and so
Yikes.
our depth is terrible.
That sucks.
So that was a bad. So,
Really
but I'm ready. I've been watching some of your little LSU videos you're posting. I love these
LSU,
media teams that like all the football teams are making these little videos.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you watch the ones I post from Carolina.
Yeah, I watch Carolina ones that you post, and then my guy who was in my fraternity in college, he's huge on Ole Miss, and Ole Miss has some, and I watch his. Like, Ole Miss is there's like ours have like a cinematic quality to them, but the Ole Miss ones are like super cinematic. I really like them all.
Really,
they're cool. They're cool.
nice. I've enjoyed them.
Give me hype.
Yeah, they do. So that's it. That's the good, bad for the episode of 2-8.
2-8, guys, episode 28. We're gonna move right along. We're gonna get to our new music segment.
No.
New music.
No.
I feel like every time we should just start singing a different song.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Different song for new music. Guys, this week was a very interesting week for new music because
this week was trash.
yes. And
it really.
There was only like one album that came out that is going to be talked about on a super commercial level, and that is Rainbow by Kesha. So maybe starting in episode 25 or 26, we started telling you guys that Kesha is coming. She put out her first single, Praying, and on that we were kind of like, man, this is different. This is not what we expect from Kesha. She's had tons of like legal issues and personal problems with her old producer. And in this album, she kind of just lets it all go. This is a very diverse album. It's all
got
over the place.
7 genres in it.
It's pretty insane. Still, my favorite song is Praying, though. The first single.
Yeah,
That's still my favorite song. It is a very girl power anthem. The album's extremely...
I was thinking Mary would probably like it when I was listening to it. There's so much diversity to it.
Yeah.
I can't say I was bored on the album.
No, I wasn't bored. I thought that... So when I was listening to the album, it made me think in my head her tour is going to be nuts. Like her stage show is probably going to be like Cirque du Soleil. Like it's going to be pretty insane. Just because there's so much going on, and you can look at the artwork and see like she's going
doing
out there.
The most.
Yeah. I can't say it was a terrible album.
It wasn't. It was I think a great album for her to come back with.
Yeah,
because it's
comeback.
different enough that you'll hear about it. There's rock songs, there's country songs, there's ballads, there's pop songs. She showed that she is definitely, this was an album where she wanted to prove to everybody she is not just TikTok Kesha.
Yeah. I mean, TikTok comes on the club tonight. I'm still
Yeah.
I'm still going in.
Tick-tock on the clock. There was another one I liked more than that, though. I forget what it was.
Timber.
No. One more than even Timber.
She had
some hits.
she had
There was one song I actually really liked, though.
I listened to of the Vici EP. It's electric music, but I only like the one song with Rita Ora because I'm going through a big Rita Ora phase right now. It's called Lonely Together.
Her and Rihanna look like sisters.
They could be sisters, but Rita Ora right now for me is just she's just
not thick.
She
Rihanna
makes me happy. She makes me happy.
think
Rihanna's cool.
That's
Rihanna's
a weird
cool.
thing to me.
It's like it's
Thick
becoming
Rihanna is
thick
a
Rihanna
thing.
is becoming like a.
It's weird to me. It's just Rihanna.
Rihanna
guys.
is like hip hop
Just-
culture's Madonna though. Like she is.
That's so true.
She can wear
Or do you
like
think
the
it
weirdest
was-
things, and thugs would be like, yeah, like guys that you would never think would like that be like, yeah, give me
It's
that.
because
Rihanna.
Beyonce got him married.
Yeah, and Beyonce's like next level. I think people
Beyonce's
think
mother.
that Rihanna's gonna graduate to like a Beyonce level and like settle down. It's never gonna happen. Rihanna's always gonna be crazy. She's always gonna be crazy.
She's got a track list, man. That's what
She's
scares
out here.
me.
She's out here. Okay, did you listen to Sean Price at all? Imperious Rex.
No, I didn't.
Sean Price died 2 years ago now, I believe, and he put out his family put out a posthumous album, and all right, here's what I'll say of the whole thing. I didn't get through the whole thing, but here's what I'll say. If you like New York hip hop that is very boom bap and very just like straight in your face, like MOP or something like that, this is what you want to listen to.
Okay.
But if you like are into melody and stuff like that, this is not what you want to
Good
listen
thing
to.
I didn't listen to it then.
But yeah, just wanted to mention that Sean Price, he can rap his butt off. R.I.P.
I listened to Moneybag Yo.
Moneybag Yo, federal 3 times. Federal, federal, federal.
federal. So I listened to him, and all of his beats sound the same, and nothing stood out, and it was not bad, but it was just okay, and I won't go back to it.
So, this is not necessarily musically related, but I think it's weird how people from different places talk. And I guess people would hear me or you and say that we have accents, even though I don't really think we do.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny how people from Memphis say music. The shoe music. And people from DC, Virginia, like the DMV area, they say do. And it's so funny hearing Yo Gotti and Moneybag Yo, because Moneybag Yo's from Memphis too. They say in my music. What?
In my music.
It's music.
I love my music.
In my music.
Did you listen to it at all?
This I only listened to like half.
I mean, it just like
I only got through blog.
You know what I mean? It wasn't.
Maybe I listened to Insecure a little bit.
It wasn't bad, but it's not anything that makes it stand out. Where like there was no great hooks really. The beats weren't. There was no beat where I heard it and was thinking, "Oh my gosh, like this is crazy."
It's super trappy.
Yeah. There's bells in every song.
Yes,
that was something I noticed. There's bells in 808s.
That is very true. Yeah, it wasn't like a memorable thing for me, honestly.
For sure.
My girl, BB Rexa, she put out part 2 of her All Your Fault EP, and this one definitely has more of a bounce to it. That's it, featuring Gucci Mane and 2 Chainz. I love that record.
That's it.
She has a song called The Way I Are, featuring Lil Wayne. I'm not big on that one.
I Got Time was better. I Got Time
is good.
I Got Time is great.
Good.
I Got Time is that EMI flavor, and I love
I Got Time
that
is
sound.
good. I liked Comfortable with Cranium, giving me that bounce, that soca, that reggae feel.
That was good.
I like that song. I like her. I like her.
I mean, she's definitely just an industry person.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, BB, do this, and she was like, okay. That's it though. If you guys listen to that, it sounds like she's saying dancing.
The bass line in that record is insane.
OMG's better, dude. OMG.
I like That's It more. I like That's It more. I love OMG though. Don't get me wrong.
I went back to that track.
That's It's hard to me. Oh, That's It's just really hard. I like OMG though. Shout out to my girl Camila. That part's dope to me.
That's
I love
BB
that
Rexa,
part.
guys.
I love that part.
She goes like super high
It goes like
falsetto.
a dolphin Mariah Carey yell. It's weird.
Ariana Grande. No, OMG, dude, that bass line and
All right, what else did you listen to? Dizzy Wright. Dizzy Wright put out The Golden Age 2. Dizzy Wright's been doing it for a long time now, guys. If you've never heard of him, get familiar. He put out The Golden Age 2. This was a huge track list, 18 songs. I only got through like half of it. I only got through maybe Choosing.
I understood what you meant though. The guy can rap. It's great like music to just have in the background if you just kind of want hip hop in the background. I see what you're saying though. Like the guy can rap his butt off, but there's no hits in it.
Yep.
But it's just quality, consistent, authentic hip hop with a little bit of like braggadocious lyrics and some empowerment lyrics and some just honest where he's at. But Dizzy's been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
I was impressed with it. I don't know how much I'm going to listen back to it because I can't stop listening to Magic and Bird.
Magic Bird. Let's see what else came out.
I listened to the Little Durk Reese.
Okay.
It was like the same.
Super Vultures.
Yeah, Super Vultures. Vultures, I guess, were like considered like goons in the way that they're presenting it. Like they finish everybody up kind of thing. It's just this week, guys, was a lot of just okay music.
Yeah.
That Lil Durk and Lil Reese album, is it bad? No, because I've heard bad stuff. It just, I'm not going back to it. Nothing really stands out. I mean, it's just okay. So if you're a fan of it, I'm sure you're gonna listen to it just because you like to hear them again. But I just really wasn't impressed. I listened to Sunreal. I tried, and I hated his voice, and I quit.
So Sunreal's been doing it a really long time, too. I remember when I first started listening, or not listening, but, like, going to the blogs, like Two Dope Boys and This Is 50, Sunreal was on them. And I thought he was decent. On my old computer, I had, like, a Sunreal mixtape, I think.
Dang.
But he's not enough, almost like Dizzy Wright, not in the sense of, like, just the sense that he can't make hits to me. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
After you've been doing it for so long, it's like you get that rap. You're just like, okay, you're just not going to be that guy unless you get really lucky with something.
I didn't hear anything.
But yeah.
I don't like his voice.
Try it out, guys, if you're into it. The Need to Breathe, though. Listen to The Need to Breathe. That was decent. Hard Cuts. It was just like extra songs from a recording they put out earlier this year.
Nice. Billie Eilish, she put out a debut album. It's the yellow one with the A.
Don't Smile at Me.
Yeah, it's I liked it. It was different.
Okay.
But she's only 15. That's what was crazy about
Good
it.
grief.
She seemed seasoned in her style, you know?
Sure.
That's what was crazy. She was only 15. I was shocked. Billie Eilish, if you're looking for something different, girl singer, check her out. Don't Smile at Me, debut project. This one stood out to me the most out of everything.
Okay.
And then maybe that BB Rexa, because the first two songs I liked a lot.
I'll try to listen to this then.
But I was impressed.
Okay.
It's different, again, so you might not love it. I mean, you got your SZA. Wow, amazing.
Yeah, shout out to SZA.
She gonna love me at the day.
Guys, going to the Lucy's, we have finally.
Why is Wild Thought, dude? Wild Thoughts is
hot. It's hot.
It's becoming like that. There's like
Summer.
2 summer songs, Unforgettable and Wild Thoughts.
Yeah.
Drake fell off. I thought Signs was gonna be a hit, but he didn't push that hard enough.
I think
Signs is great.
Signs is great, but I think it sounds like it could have been on More Life, and people were just like over that for a minute.
Dude, oh my gosh.
Was that your back?
Dude, my back. Oh, it's so sore.
Why?
Dude, I don't know. Maybe I slept
Just
on
slept
it
weird?
wrong. Yeah, I probably slept weird because that really hurt doing that.
All right, so we have a new single from Pink. Guys, Pink has been kind of silent for a while now. She dropped a new single called What About Us?
These are loosey gooseys.
Yes, these are loosey gooseys. I think that it's good. I also think that Pink is one of the most underrated singers out there. She has a great voice. That song that she put out with Nate Russ, Just Give Me a Minute, that was hard. That was like 2 years ago. And
yeah, that song, I about wanted to shoot myself because you heard
didn't like it?
You heard it way too much.
The radio tends to
Oh
ruin
my
records
gosh,
like
it
that. Those are
literally
big
was
ones.
just all the time.
I like this. This is going to be off an album called Beautiful Trauma. It's called What About Us. Check
What
it
a
out.
pink track.
Yes, for
It's
sure.
pink. I mean, that's just what it is. It's pink.
Fifth Harmony. Fifth Harmony put out a single called
Fourth Harmony.
Angel. It's funny because I want to say this is the first time they're using expletives in the song. And they put it on a song called Angel. See what they did there? Ha! It's all about, no one said I'm an angel. Ha ha! Yeah, they're bad girls now. So shout out to Fifth Harmony. Let's see. What
Fourth
else is.
Harmony.
There's an artist named Chris Jansen, and I read that as Chris Hansen. And I was like,
What?
what are you doing off of my TV, stopping predators and making music now? But it's Chris Jansen. Wrong guy.
Oh.
Buddy, That Much. Did you like this? Did you listen to it?
Oh, I thought that was from his older project. I thought it was one of those like where he.
I had
threw it
never
on.
heard this before.
Oh, I thought it was off his EP, so I didn't listen to it.
Okay.
Ugh.
This
I'm sure
wasn't
it's
bad.
good. I
This
like
wasn't
Buddy.
bad. This was pretty good. We had a new single from Jessie J.
I liked it.
I think that this was hard.
Jessie J came out like she came out swinging.
Vocally, she's a beast. She's a beast. I just think
She
like
is.
for whatever reason
They
she's
can't
never been
market
able.
her.
Yeah, like they just never have been able to put it all together.
Remember that
but
first track
vocally,
she
she's
had,
a
and she
problem.
was supposed to be like the next like Gaga, and then
Yeah.
I don't think she knew what she even wanted, and then she cut her hair, and I was kind of upset.
Yeah, it was a little wild.
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa, you just played this. The beat's good. It has Ty on it. Right now, I'm listening to anything with Ty on it.
Wiz sounds the same on every song, so it's
Yeah.
like you get Wiz.
Yeah, and that's fair to say. I mean, it's just gonna be Wiz.
Besides that one Wiz Khalifa feature that was on Los's like mixtape, do you remember that one?
Oh, what was the name of that?
Even
one?
Los said
I
this
remember
is
that,
the
though.
best Wiz Khalifa feature ever, and Wiz bodied it.
Wiz can rap, man. Like Wiz, I miss Wiz.
I wish I could tell
Wiz
you guys
is
that
great.
song, but look up King Los featuring Wiz Khalifa, and you will hear Wiz Khalifa's. In my opinion, that's probably his best feature.
Wiz is great. Made in Tokyo, Cashing Out. I just thought it was okay. I didn't think it was a hit.
I don't think he's a
I
top 10
just thought It was
freshman.
like whatever. And we were just talking before the podcast. The swag rap stuff just sounds the same now.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hard to say what's gonna be a hit.
I mean, you have to just stand out. It's just gotta feel right. That's what's hard in music sometimes. Like EXO Tour Life just feels right.
Yeah.
But it's like a trap ballad, really, when you really hear it.
Oh yeah.
I don't really care if you cry. It's like emo trap ballad. Weird.
ASAP Ferg.
By the way, did you see his marketing?
Which one?
So there's this new thing. It's like Uziverse, and like it's marketing for this thing he's got, and it's literally like hell.
Oh, with the devil. Yeah.
and
yeah.
like I'm like, this guy is too much.
Well, he's a big fan of Marilyn Manson.
I ain't going down with
So-
you, bro.
I'm not really
ain't about
surprised
that.
by that.
They ain't feel these fabrics, but you ain't feel Jesus either. So
ASAP.
stupid.
ASAP Ferg, that Still Striving album is shaping up to be really good. So he
Okay,
put
what's the
out
other single?
Plain Jane.
We had a guy
Jane.
hit us up, and I'm totally blanking on what your name is because you DM my actual Twitter, and I can't reach out to it. I should have wrote it down. I apologize. I think it's like something 90s. Plain Jane. That song is classic Ferg.
So if no one has heard Plain Jane yet, pretty much he takes the old cadence of 3 6 Mafia Slob on My Knob, and he puts it. That's the name of it. It's the title. The title of the record, 3 6 Mafia. And so he puts that cadence, that dun 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 dun, boom, like he puts that on the hook for this. So it's gonna get stuck in your head no
Yeah.
matter what.
That beat's pretty good too.
The beat's hard.
Yeah,
I
the
think that beat's hard.
Beats nuts. I'm ready for a new ASAP Ferg, but I don't
Fergie.
know if he's gonna beat his debut album, which is crazy.
I don't know how you would beat it, but honestly, he's a good start. He put out Nasty, which it's so funny because Nasty featuring the Migos.
Migos.
The Who Dat, Who Dat, Who Dat, that comes from an old Master P sample. So he's using these like old things.
Nice.
Plain Jane
Inspiration.
is sampling from 3-6. Who Dat is sampling from Master P and No Limit. It's just an interesting wave he's on. But I like both tracks. I think that A$AP Ferg's amazing, so I'm hoping to hear some cool stuff.
Nice.
Let's see what's notable. Marshmello featuring Khalid. He put out a record called Silence. Marshmello's growing on me if you're talking about the EDM world. At first I was like, he's a little much, but he's like a chill. He's not like the dirty like blah, 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 blah. It's not that crazy.
What?
Of an blah, 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 blah. You know.
That's
You know the blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's not that style.
that was probably ridiculous
pretty
in the ears. That hurt my throat.
It was probably wild in the ears. Let's see what else came out. Did you listen to anything else?
I'm sure I did, but guys, like we said, we just feel like it was a week. I wasn't excited for anything. You know, I listened to everything and nothing like really excited me. Because Magic and Bird last week excited me.
Time Flies. So Time Flies is a group that puts out pop / hip hop / they kind of fall into that little world there of like Charlie Puth and artists like that. And I've been staying away from them because in college culture and fraternity culture, that's all you hear at parties. And Time Flies is just like, it's like overload for me. I can't listen to that type of music all the time. But they put out Nobody Has to Know, and I thought it was one of the more decent tracks that I've heard in a long time. So shout out to Time Flies. Darius Rucker for the first time. That single's hard. Shout out to Darius.
Darius a G.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I listen to.
I will say this.
What's up?
You want to hear something that's going to make you mad?
Uh-oh.
Ugly God
Okay.
debuted 12K. Vic Mensa debuted 13.
That's funny.
Is that not crazy?
That's funny because there's a
Huge difference
in quality
and talent.
Because Vic, we talked about the Vic album, which a lot of people, like industry people, seem to love that album. Really love that album. But we talked about how there's no hits and it seems like it's overproduced, but you can tell he spent a long time on it. And
You think it's
Ugly
going to be
God-
Grammy? Oh, dude, it's so hard to be
Ugly.
Grammy nominated this year, though.
This year, we said it like episode 1 or 2 of this podcast. This year was nuts for music, and that this year is shaping up to be one of the craziest years. Think about if Eminem drops before this year's out. That means
Jay-Z.
That means that Jay-Z, Drake, Eminem,
Kendrick,
Big Sean,
J.
Kendrick, Ross, Cole.
Wait, did Cole drop?
Well, yeah, For Your Eyes Only, I think was at the end of 16.
Okay, like right at the end, though.
Right. That means that those all
legends.
dropped in the same year. And I'm leaving out some people who dropped too. Like, there's been more than that. Not to mention all the new artists we just found. Yeah, man. This 2017, if M drops, is going to be a landmark year for sure.
How'd you feel about... we didn't talk about this. I mean, I guess we can move on. That's pretty much music. But if we forgot anything, hit us up. Let us know. I mean, we had a guy DM us to make sure we review a single. Like, that's what we want. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about. Let us know what you want to hear our opinions on.
Yeah.
You can hit us up at Daps and Pounds on Twitter or Instagram. Throw us a DM. Mention us. We'll get at you. How'd you feel like the OVO Fest went? And how do you think about Drake saying he's already working on a new album, but in Toronto? Do you think that means anything?
I'm you know, as a Drake stan, it's gonna take a lot for me to slander him. But I just want a break. Like I want him to go away for a little while so that the impact of him coming back is big. I want him, if he's putting out an album next year, like people are saying, I want it to be like December of 2018. I don't want it to be the first thing I hear in 2018. I want to wait until the very end of 2018 or early 2019. I'm good with going a whole year and 4 months without hearing any Drake music.
You won't.
I am.
There hasn't been a year yet though where we don't get new Drake music.
Well, I'm fine with Lucy's. You know how he
SoundCloud remixes.
Yeah, he'll do like the just kind of like he did
Sweeter
with the
Man.
Freaking You and the Sweeter Man and stuff like that. If he puts out those Lucy's and they don't end up on an album and he does it sparingly, like there's like an OVO Sound Radio where randomly you'll hear 3 new Drake remix tracks, like Girl Gotta Know, things like that he did with Dave. If he does that, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. But actual singles that are leading to an album, I don't want to hear that till early 2019. I want it to be a break from Drake completely. Because I want the industry to realize how much he can make things shift.
How much pandemonium do you think there would be if like we didn't hear Drake for a whole year and then all of a sudden it was just a surprise drop?
People will go nuts. That's what I want. Make no mistake about it, people. MTV VMAs are coming up. Grammys, Billboards are coming up. Drake did great at the Billboards this year. Broke the record. 13, I believe. 13 trophies that night. That's all gone. Like, this next year is all Kendrick. Kendrick's winning everything, and it's not really going to be close. When it comes to the Grammys, he's going to sweep up most of the categories he's in that's hip-hop related. This damn album is that's the title of but the album is literally the album is literally like what critically acclaimed means. Like, people are going so hard for Kendrick Lamar right now. It's not even funny. So this love affair with Kendrick needs time to die down. That's the other half of it. I don't want Drake to come out while people are still like freaking out over Kendrick, because he's going to get overshadowed, and I want him to have the best possible chance to win. Also, I want the other OVO artists to drop, have their run, and everything goes. Dude, the Division. Yo, that album art, like, I'm telling you, Division's coming out. It's going to be big. Roy Woods, I'm looking forward to Say Less. I'm looking forward to everything that's coming out OVO. I just don't want any Drake right now. I just want to wait. I want to appreciate his music too, by the way. I want time to be like, oh, cause imagine if he puts out singles and they have the same reaction as Signs. You know what I mean? Because it's obvious that right now he's in that mode. Everything's gonna sound
that's why
like
I think
that.
he's hoping something changes, just doing an album in Toronto only.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I hope it's just a very centered album with a full, complete thought behind it. I like it. OVO Fasola, cool.
What can Drake do though to be different? Because is the Drake gimmick over where he can't talk about exes anymore? And
I don't think that'll ever be over because he does it better than anyone else.
Okay.
There's no one in rap that does it better than him and still has the integrity of a rapper. I know people are gonna be like, oh, he's just said integrity and he has a ghostwriter. I'm just saying that, like, no one is able to rap about relationships the way he is and be as successful.
Okay.
So I think that that's his thing, and I think that he should stick to his thing. If track 1 through 10 on the next album sounds like Fall for Your Type, I'm here for it. Like, I don't care. I don't need him to be like this rappity rap. But just so you know, he can do it. He can drop a Wu-Tang Forever and it be really good. So
underrated. Anyways, all right, well, let's move on from Drake. Let's answer our questions, and then let's get into you already have that. Okay,
all right,
cool.
So
you have it out.
All right, well, we'll do questions now. So we had a couple questions on the Twitter. That's Daps underscore pounds, as we just said. So one was from Chris. Chris says, peak Drake, all right, feature or versus peak 50, who has the best diss track? Well, this is simple for me. It's going to be 50 Cent, and it's not even close.
I think I would have to say 50, because back to back was crazy, but people forget about Piggy Bank.
Piggy Bank.
Clickety clank, clickety clank. The
Was
money
nuts.
goes into my piggy.
Back Down
bank.
off of his first album, where he literally just ruined Ja Rule the entire time. 50 was known for just snatching careers at one point.
But in a way that was commercial.
Oh, yeah.
He was the first
to
to do
cross
that.
over and do that. So 50 Cent, I don't even think that's a
I wouldn't
close
say
one.
the first commercial. I mean, because Jay-Z and Nas,
Commercial,
that was a different
Jay-Z
era, but
and
like,
Nas, I think Jay-Z's was commercial. I don't know if Ether was that commercial. I think it was more of a hip hop thing. But Takeover was pretty commercial. The second question we have comes for
I think it'd
my
be close.
boy,
Though.
Big
I'm not gonna
Sean.
say. I'm
You
not
think
gonna
so?
say. I'm not gonna say 50 would like destroy his career.
Peak 50. I think peak 50 would like
No.
really, really ruin Drake. And I love Drake.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Okay, we haven't seen like anybody truly try to rap wise destroy them. I think Drake could take it to another level if he wanted to.
But what could he say about 50 that
I don't know. We'll you know,
I got 50?
we'll never know.
I got 50.
I'm saying I got 50. I'm not saying it's 50. I'm just saying 50 would not body him. But in the end, I would say, yeah, 50.
I'm going with a 50 body still.
Okay.
We had a second question from my
No.
guy, Big Sean. Fictional character, who would it be and why?
Go.
I say Batman all the time, so I'm not going to say Batman. I will say Simba from The Lion King. I love Simba. He's dope.
Dude, your dad dies.
I mean, you know, I'm a king, though. I see him in the water.
You got that, no?
You are going with Goku still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, they like power up, they fight. They, I mean, come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, man. They fly. They fly and they have like just a bunch of different abilities, which is cool. I think actually being Batman would be pretty sweet though. But he's a normal human being, so he gets his butt kicked a lot. Like he doesn't heal super fast.
No.
That'd be frustrating after a while. I probably just
adds
want
to his anger so he
I'd-
can go out at night and fight.
I'd probably just like the Bruce Wayne part. Can I just be Bruce Wayne?
Can you just be Bruce Wayne and just live rich?
Right?
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Simba. You're gonna go with Goku. Thanks for the questions,
Kinda,
guys.
that's kind of yeah. That's where I'm at.
Type in. Let us know what you want to know on Twitter. We'll tell you anything. Now we have a question that was posed by Alex Medina first, right, on Twitter.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. And it was, what would you tell your 14-year-old self? So, Dobie, what would you tell your 14-year-old self?
So 14, you're starting your freshman year. I would tell him first off, figure out what you want to wear in life.
LOL.
Because my fashion sense was ridiculous. I would also tell myself, because I played a lot of video games still back then, as you know, and YouTube was growing still, and we put videos on YouTube, and I had a YouTube channel of me like dancing and stuff.
R.I.P.
But I looking back on it, because I remember when I played Call of Duty, people would film themselves playing games, and I was thinking, oh, it's too late to do that, you know, and stuff like that. So if I was back then, I would definitely have picked that up to get a computer, stream me playing games, try to start an online presence early, because people who started an online presence around that time before it was big, like Twitch wasn't around yet. That's because that's kind of really where what I want to do. So that's why I'm hoping this like ministry thing is like, I would love that so much. So we'll see what happens. But I would tell myself that. Also, I would say like keep your friends close. You know, just I think thankfully we landed in a good spot in terms of that with friendships. Not everybody gets to do that during high school. So I think we were lucky there. And I don't know. I think I took relationships way too seriously in high school. So I'd tell myself like knock that out. And also like don't fret on like your faith journey. Like keep going strong with that. Like that's something that will stay with you forever. And it's going to continuously be important. So I would just encourage myself to stay on that same track and that mindset, you know. And
Yeah.
definitely I think looking, and I'm almost done, but just open to more opportunities to just be a light and a encouragement to people in high school, you know.
I think it's hard though, like when you're in high school to, like, there's not many 14-year-olds that like set out goals. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, this is what I want to do. yeah, I don't know. 14-year-old self, drink more water, eat more fruit. Shout out to my boy Nazar with the funniest Twitter right now in history. Drink more water, eat more fruit, in all caps all the times. But yeah, drink more water, eat more fruit. Never make any dating relationship in high school official. It's random. But yeah, no, just chill. Just chill.
Just chill.
One day y'all gonna hop up and I'm married. It's the way to go.
Ayo.
But yeah, I don't know. 14-year-old self, I would just tell myself to figure out real quickly that every jersey you buy doesn't need to be like 3 times bigger than it is. I have jerseys right now at the crib that are hard that I can't wear because they're still too big. And it's like, what? Why was I doing that? But they're hard. Like I have an Iverson jersey, like the two-tone Philadelphia ones. Can't wear it. It can't wear it. It's like it looks ridiculous.
Too big, man.
I have to tuck it in.
Oh man.
So yeah, fashion, brush that up for sure. Girls, just have fun in high school. Don't like be super worried about calling a girl a girlfriend. That's random. And then eat more water, drink more fruit.
I feel like we would make better bangers.
Musically, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm to be quite honest with you, not to toot our own horn, but toot. With what we had, we made decent music at the time.
Yeah.
I think.
No, it's
like
true.
some of it, I think still holds up. There's some lines that I know I wrote that were shredded ash, and I don't even rap like that anymore if I were to rap, because everything I did was super spaced out. But now I can look back at it and say we made some decent songs.
Yeah, it was fun. I think we had
time.
a lot of fun times back then.
It was a fun time, man. High school was fun. Honestly, I didn't have a tough high school. I'm not one of those people like, those people, I hated high school. High school sucked. I loved high school.
No, I didn't
it was
have any
amazing.
issues with it.
So I don't have too many regrets for me.
I would also tell myself to not play football and play soccer.
Soccer's cool.
Yeah, I'd rather play soccer.
Or golf. You were on the golf team, weren't you?
I thought about it. Remember,
Okay.
and then I decided to just work.
Yeah.
Make money.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, guys, that's what we would tell our 14-year-old selves.
Yeah.
Tell us what you would tell your 14-year-old self. Leave it on the Daps_pounds Twitter page, and maybe next week, if we get a good amount, we'll read them off. So now we're going to move into our favorite time, and that is our Top 5. Guys, this week, we are giving you our top 5 favorite verses of 2017 so far. All right? It doesn't necessarily have to be hip-hop verses, but those verses, those lines, those verses that get stuck in your head in 2017, we just said how difficult it is because this is a lot of music this year so far. But what are the songs we keep coming back to, and those verses that we keep coming back to that get stuck in your head that you repeat all the time? So, top 5 favorite verses.
Oh shoot, I'm forgetting one.
Which one are you forgetting?
I don't know. I wrote it down and I had it on a note card and then I didn't bring it. But I got 4 right now. Hopefully I'll remember the last one. For me, one of my favorite verses, go back to it and it's pretty impressive, is Drake, Do Not Disturb, off of More Life.
Okay.
Do Not Disturb. There's a line too where he says 7 a.m. in Germany. And so I
Can't
wonder
believe they heard of me.
I wonder if that was kind of like that subliminal shot to be like, this is that caliber. Like this is a time and a city type. I mean, well, that was a country, but
Yeah.
Type vibe to it. But it's that classic Drake that I really, really
Do
like.
Not Disturb is our boy Lee's favorite song in the album.
I didn't know that, actually.
Do Not Disturb is it's
It's
tough.
a problem.
It's a tough tune.
It's a
I
very,
love
very
Do Not
tough
Disturb,
tune.
man. It's great.
So I would definitely
All right,
say that.
I'll go with Humble second verse.
Okay.
The controversial verse. Stretch Mark's verse.
Okay.
I love Humble and it's dope and it starts out great, but that second verse where he's like, show me something real, like Afro Rose and Stretch Mark.
Yeah.
I love that verse. I think it's really good. That song is a 100% a bop. It's dope. I really love that tune. So, yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Be humble.
Oh, I remember now. We're good. All right, we're going to keep it Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Verse 1, Element.
Element's
I went into
hard.
die for this. Think alive for
Yo,
my God.
that song's underrated on the album.
No, it's
too.
my favorite song.
That song's underrated though.
Element.
I think that people don't talk about Element enough. I think Element's good.
He changes his flow so much. Even verse 2 goes so hard.
Yeah.
But Element is the song I actually personally go back to more than any other song off of Kendrick's album.
Element's dope. Element people.
That
people
verse
don't
1 goes
focus on
so
Element.
hard. Oh, my grandma did. Hey, turning on the view.
That beat is so crazy, yo.
So
Element,
good.
that beat's so nuts.
I don't do it for the gram, I do it for Compton.
Shout out Kendrick Lamar, man. What happened? I think
That
we're
line to
pros.
me is so good. I don't do it for the gram, I do it for Compton.
All right. I'm going to say fourth for me.
Fourth.
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm going in reverse. I will say 2 Chainz, Big Amount, the Drake verse, the second
Oh, you
verse.
rank these?
You don't have to. I'm just going in reverse order to my
didn't.
favorite. The Drake verse on Big Amount
Okay.
is so crazy, yo.
Dude, I need to go back and listen to that, actually.
Yo, it is so nuts. Michael Jackson talking to me in my dreams, and he said, you bad and you know it. Better Shimon my check then. I'm a J Prince investment. Like, Drake bodied that song. He bodied that song. And Chainz can rap, but Drake's verse on Big Amount is actually insane. The beat of that record's nuts. So yeah, that's
okay.
Big Amount's so wild, dude.
I like that. I like that pick. I'm gonna kind of keep it one of those features. It was actually not a feature at all. I don't know why I said that. All right, I'll do this one because my other 2 are kind of like in the same lane of style, and that's why I like them. Big Sean, Bounce Back, verse 2.
Bounce Back. What's it start with? I'm trying to remember the bounce
I'm
back.
Beauty in the Beast
Oh yeah,
mode.
That's hype. That's hype.
Yeah, and then he gets into that like allegory story. Like he
Okay,
gets
yeah,
in these
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
like flow patterns, but like then he like breaks down all these numbers, like number word plays on it. But you go like I heard that in the club and everybody was like, I want Beauty in the Beast mode. Because I was thinking like, what's a verse that I'm not thinking about? And I actually I chose that one and in place of the one that I took out actually, so shout out to him, but was Chance the Rapper on The One.
The One.
I'm the one, yeah.
Oh, the One. Yeah.
Chance the Rapper's verse on that. We ain't
Yeah.
got no
Who's
Netflix.
in my Gucci belt?
We ain't got no Netflix. He ain't got no cable.
She ain't got no table. Okay, though.
I'm the plug for.
She wanna fall in love.
So I mean that shows
Great
like
one.
we know it. So like
a
that
great
shows
one.
it's a good verse.
Let's see here. I have Drake. I know there's a lot of Drake.
Oh!
There's a lot of Drake. The second verse to Teenage Fever. Out
Okay.
of body. That's just how I feel when I'm around you, shawty. Yo, Teenage Fever is a problem. I love that record.
Get it, girl, but
We both thought it.
I second guess I should have stayed. Dude, that song is so
Yo,
good.
the second verse, just when he says "out of body" feels different.
Yeah.
Like it's a moment and it's classic Drake. Drake has been making records like Teenage Fever since So Far Gone. If you don't know, people, he's been making these records and it's there for me. Teenage
Okay.
Fever, second verse.
Andy Mineo, honest to God.
Yeah, he spazzed. He spazzed. I think that might be his best lyrical performance.
Exactly.
Might be
I
his
agree.
best lyrical performance.
100%.
Guys, if you don't know Andy
goosebumps.
Mineo, make sure you look up Andy Mineo. He's out here.
Andy Mineo on SoundCloud, honest to God. He did it to, I forget what beat from Logic, but I had goosebumps after I was done with it. Like, he made the beat drop and he still kept rapping on it. And he just gets honest with himself, talks about depression, talks about anxiety, talks about how his family has Alzheimer's, and so it scares him when like he just forgets something.
Yeah.
And but he talks about also that struggle of wanting to be one of the best rappers alive. And I was just thoroughly impressed with it. I couldn't believe how
Best lyrical performance,
good.
in my opinion, from Andy Mineo.
It felt so real.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, go listen to that track. That was.
For me now, Rick Ross, first verse of Apple in My Eye.
Okay, I knew you were gonna have a Rick Ross.
So hard for me, man. It's just had a seizure at the Super Bowl. Like it's so real, but at the same time, it's his voice. It's his pattern. Like everything he does for hip hop. Rick Ross, man. I love Rick Ross. It's just great. His first verse on Apple in My Eye, if you haven't listened to it on the Rather You Than Me album, is amazing. He talks about his mother and how all he just wanted to do was make her proud, and talks about like literally being in the suite and meeting Robert Kraft with the police monitor on his ankle, and like how wild it is, and just some of the lyrics he's using, like imagine me in the White House with a pocket full of weed, and he's just it's just nuts. So shout out to Rick Ross, Apple in My Eye.
Number one for me, best lyrical performance all year, in my opinion, Shawn Mendes. Why did I say Shawn Mendes? Sean Smith.
Oh.
Why did I say Shawn Mendes? What the heck?
Please have mercy on me.
Shawn Mendes.
That's Shawn Mendes.
Sean Smith Heaven.
Yo.
The wordplay, the aggressiveness, that's the one we had to play on our podcast because it was so crazy.
Salute to Sean.
That hands down, like to me, the top two I thought of were Heaven and Element by Kendrick Lamar. Those are the top two that immediately popped in my head for favorite lyrical performances. And jeez,
I can't argue with that, man. It's good. It's really good.
So good.
My last one you're gonna be mad at.
Why?
But listen.
No, don't say Machine Gun Kelly.
Relax. I had to. What? Absolutely not.
I thought that's the only thing that could really make me mad.
Listen. When I think about memorable verses, when I think about the verses that get stuck in my head, and sometimes I'll just be walking and I'll just start like.
I almost put E in mine because of that. There's that line where she's like, basketball checks ain't bouncing.
See,
like there's like these little
my
lines.
mindset when I did this was like for those verses that are just when they get stuck in your head like that, like you don't truly think it's bad. You like it. You know what I mean? Like they did their job. People are gonna hate this, but say what you will. Drake.
Bro, you had so many Drakes.
I know I had a lot of Drakes. Drake, KMT, the Gigs verse. The Gigs verse to me, like I have been out before, and that verse comes on.
Dirty,
Sussy, like look,
whipping that white girl,
whipping that sussy. Look up YouTube videos of Gigs performing that, and people lose their mind. Gigs verse is so nuts.
I can see it.
Batman.
Like,
it's so good. Shout out to Gigs, man. Gigs on KMT is ridiculous to me. I love it.
That's funny. That's a good one.
Guys, that was our top five favorite verses. That was a fun one.
That was a good one.
We're gonna keep on trying to give you great ones.
Next week we'll give them. We'll hit them up with this. This is one Mr. Top 5 suggested, and I loved this one.
Okay.
Top 5 sway in the morning freestyles.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Ooh.
I can't
Shia
wait.
LaBeouf might be on my.
I already know who's number one. I already know who's number one.
King Los had a crazy one.
I already know. Don't tell him.
Okay.
Don't tell him. That's next week.
I'll wait.
Shout out to Mr. Top 5 for that one. If you guys have any recommendations for top 5s you want to hear, hit us up on Twitter or Instagram. Daps_pounds. What are you doing?
What? Trying to get. Okay, that was all mine. Guys, it's time for episode 28 to close out the only way we know how, and that is for 101 conversation starters for couples. What do we got?
Oh, weird one.
Weird one.
Who is someone you wish you could infect with a more positive attitude?
In fact, Brandon. My brother Brandon, he's my ace, he's my road dog. He's Brandon. Literally, we're opposites, and I've been placed in his life to keep him out of jail and alive, and he's the worst guy. So I think that that's probably I think that's him. Yeah, Brandon.
That's a good one. I was going to say for me, Kanye West.
Okay.
That guy's just such a creative genius, but sometimes I feel like he just gets in his own head, his own skin. And I'm sure some people say he's happy, but sometimes it just doesn't seem that way. And I just think he could be such a positive. I mean, look at how Chance has created himself because he's just a positive figure. And I think Kanye I think he wants to be that. I really do, but I just think he's just in such bad places mentally sometimes.
On that note, I was listening to the College Dropout this weekend.
Yeah.
And you don't forget necessarily, but when you go through and listen through the actual album, there was a time when Kanye was, and we've said it before on the podcast, this was on Twitter, but Chance the Rapper is what Kanye West was probably supposed to be. The guy who advocated for Chicago, the guy who worked his butt off trying to get school systems in place and stuff. And you hear him talk about that struggle on this album. Yeah. And wanting to help people, and songs like All Falls Down and Craziness.
That song's crazy.
Listen to the last song on the album called Last Call, where he spends 10 minutes literally talking about how he got his first deal. And listen to Fly Away and like Spaceships and his verses on there. You hear how hungry this guy was and how much he worked and how hard he worked. He's one of the greatest of all time, but I pray for him, man. He is he is so good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's incredible what he is and what he could be and what his ceiling is. So I wholeheartedly agree.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Shout out to Ye.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our show, episode 28. Thank you so much for rocking with us. We hope you enjoyed yourself. Let us know what you thought. If you're on YouTube, throw down the comment. You guys know what to do. I ain't even going to go about it. So just show us love. That's all we ask from you guys. So let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about. Throw us your questions. Throw us your, music you want us to review. Feed us. Feed the beast. But This is episode 28. Thank you so much. Malcolm, close us out.
Guys, we did it. Episode 28 here live and in full effect. My name is Malky. To my right, we have
Dobie.
We represent 2 mics,
2 friends,
and 1 show,
the Daps and Pound Show.
Woo! We did it, baby. Episode 28. Get familiar. Shout out.
Gang, gang, gang.